Because of the education and everything else that came here, the mentoring, the loving, the caring from the principals and the teachers, I will go on to be successful, and I feel like I will go on to achieve my goals.
Once you come down here and walk through these doors and see what is happening down here, it's really contagious.
If I had to thank somebody for where I am today, it'd be my mom and my dad and Sister Jerome, Sister Mary, and all of the teachers that helped me to get to where I am today.
Our main goal here is to do whatever we can to help these children reach their full potential.
I had worked in Youngstown, downtown area for a number of years, tutoring and GED volunteer, and I'd been in and around, and so some of the people at City Hall knew me. They had set up a preschool for about 50 children, and they had difficulty getting someone to take it over. They said, wouldn't you do this? I said, I've never done daycare. No, I'm doing this. Well, after about 6 months, I could see they weren't getting anywhere. So I said, well, you can do it for a few months. That was November 8th, 1976.
When I first met Sister Jerome and what she was doing down at the old Latin Culture Club down on Glenwood Avenue, at that point it was Millcreek Children's Center. It was just a preschool. She wanted to make sure that kids had a place to go when the parents were trying to get ahead.
Well, when my mother was on the board, they were over in Latin Culture Club, and they built this building. They raised the money to build this building, to buy this piece of property, and it was really just, Sister was in a daycare center helping inner city kids.
I think the staff here is outstanding. I don't think you could work in this situation unless you had that feeling in your heart that Sister Jerome and Sister Mary have. That's what makes them successful.
We have a program here, and it works on the children's social skills. It's called Dinosaur School. And there's characters like Dinah and Wally and Molly, and it teaches the children about social skills, like asking friends to play, because that's what you're developing, and learning how to say hello and use manners. And
if she says something to me, or she sneezes and I don't say bless you, she says, Mommy, Dinah Dan says you're supposed to say thank you. So she's teaching me at home. Well, she's learning here.
And Sister Jerome believes every student can learn, every student can be a success. She told me one day about having a parent-teacher meetings, and I said, well, do many of the parents come? She said, they all do, they have to. I pick them up, I drag them here, they have to be involved in their kids' education.
Yes, they make me feel like I'm a very important part of the education process.
Back in 1997, we were at a meeting of the chamber, and the speaker alluded to charter school, that a law had been passed. And Sister and I thought, oh, this will be our chance. We opened in September of '98 with just 2 kindergartens, 18 children in each room. So that's how we started. And then we grew from K to 6.
One of the first things that happened to me when I was on the board here was we had the dedication ceremony for the Youngstown Community School next door, and cut the ribbon, and all the board members and a lot of the students walked into the school for the first time. And a young girl was walking beside me, and she was probably 10 years old, and she looked up and she said, this school's brand new. They built this brand new school for us. I've never had anything brand new in my whole life. And from that point on, I was hooked.
When our kids go on to the school of their choice after graduation from Youngstown Community School, they do very well.
The discipline I learned here carried with me like in middle school, and the homework, I always thought that I had a lot of homework here, and at first didn't understand why we had a lot of homework, but I know homework helps me to do better and practice what I learned, so it came easy to me when I was in middle school.
And they do rise to the occasion. If you set the standards high enough, they will perform.
Youngstown city kids are as bright as anybody else with the proper attention and coaching and lifting up and tap dancing lessons.
To have 5 million Sister Jeromes doing this in all areas of the country, and believe me, in 15 years, it would be a different world we live in.
They learn respect for their teachers and for each other, and kindness and accountability.
They share more, and they're more active with other children more. They're more friendly.
And nice.
And nice.
They were learning, they were achieving, they were confident, and the kindergarten teachers loved to get them. Now that's great praise.
When I see her, I can't help but put her face with all of the kids that she has touched. Now some of them in graduate school and having families and medical school and college. As you see and meet them around town, you almost could see the glow of Sister Jerome around them.
Well, I'll be majoring in biology at YSU during the fall, and I plan to become a forensic scientist.
It's just been amazing. Going to college and pursuing music and psychology, things that I never thought that I would before because I thought it would be too hard or it would take too long.
I think there's little that can be improved upon as far as what work is actually done here, but I think there's a tremendous potential for growth as far as allowing us to reach more children.
These classes, there should be more classes of preschool, there should be more classes available because there's a waiting list on every level from preschool all the way to the 6th grade.
I can say that my enthusiasm about the future, first I'm kind of an optimist because we have scores to show we have a right to be optimistic.
As you know, the local report cards are given to each public school in the state, and the goal is to get to excellent. Last year when the scores came out, we did rate excellent, and we were just ecstatic. We really, really were.
All you have to do is wake up to the fact these kids are here, and they're waiting for this and this and this, and it's coming together. It's good. It needs to be continued.
That love and that mission is the same mission, and thank God whatever happened allowed more kids now in more grades to indulge themselves in the same love and discipline and opening up the future that Sister Jerome was giving to those few kids 35 years ago is now happening to a lot of grades here in Youngstown.
So my vision for the future is serving more pupils here, serving more pupils at Youngstown Community School, and keeping the quality up, changing as we need to change, but keep that spark in the program.